Good evening, good evening, good evening. African government, they will shall pause and sign your gari. African government. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, all. How are you? How are we all doing? Good evening, all. Good evening, all. Good evening, all. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Are we all doing fine? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, tue. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, tue. My Charlie. Charlie. I don come o. I don land. Charlie, una good evening o. Una good evening. I was too tired today. I say I was not going to do show. But I saw this news. I say, this is very, very similar. Good evening. Carolade, good evening. Tokpe Ayan, good evening. How is everyone? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening all. Good evening. I'm greeting you as you are greeting me. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. You can see our government as they are in Nigeria, na so they dey for Ghana. Anywhere where our people dey, you can see us. We have come in full force. Our government will be in Africa, they will be spending money yala yulu. And the ordinary scholarship, they cannot follow through. Where are my Ghanaians? Where are my Ghanaian brothers and sisters? Make una come. Let us come. Charlie, make una carry una sef come. Let us come and gbenusi mic. You see our people, this is where the problem is. We are not doing the right thing. We keep putting the square pegs in round holes. When we keep putting square pegs in round holes, this is the outcome. This is the outcome of square pegs in round hole. This is the outcome, and this is all we continue to see. Hey, Musa, how are you? This is the outcome of what we continue to see when we have square pegs in round holes. And unfortunately, no matter how we want to say it, the reality will always hit home. When we are talking, people will think we don't know what we are saying. They think we don't know what we are saying. But here we are. Anyway, yes, let's get down to business. So, this evening on the street of social media, I saw this news and I said, no, we are all accountable. Everybody is accountable. Nobody is invisible. We are all accountable. So on that note, here I am to come and lend my voice. You see our pastors, I say pastors, you see our government. As we are calling out pastors, we are also calling out our government. I was looking at reading the news on Dangote, and I said, how long are we going to keep misbehaving? How long will we watch our government? We know what is right, except we want to lie to ourselves. We know what is right. We know how to do the right things. When these guys are coming to power to command, when these guys are coming for selection, when they are applying for roles, when these guys are there applying, hey Oyinlade, good evening. When these guys come to us applying for when they come to us and they are campaigning, we keep quiet and pretend as if we don't know what is going on. All of us will be there. We'll be celebrating them. We'll be there. We'll be celebrating these guys. Instead of us to ask the right questions, instead of us to start asking them, guys, what's going on here? Why are we not doing the right thing? Oh, hold on, sorry, just give me 1 minute. Instead of us to ask, let's ask the right questions. Instead of us to ask the right questions, instead of us to start asking our leaders, why are you guys doing what you are doing? Sorry, give me 1 minute. Oh, I'm just trying to. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm in between. I'm doing 1,001 million thing at the same time. Just bear with me. Just give me 1 minute, please. I'm here. I'm all here with you now. So we have our African leaders. They've come to us. They've come to us seeking our votes. When they come to us seeking our votes, instead of us to be asking them questions, instead of us to be asking, what are you guys going to do differently? We don't ask those questions. Instead, we are campaigning based on na my brother, na my sister, na my person. This person is my person. This person is from my village. This person is from my tribe. And this is what, and tribalism is what has brought us to where we are. Where we keep putting square pegs in round holes. Now, is it not the height of irresponsibility for a government to award scholarships? So Ghanaian students, they came over 100 of them. They came to United Kingdom to come and study. They were all awarded scholarship, only for them to turn up in United Kingdom, and their scholarship, their government have been defaulting. This same Ghanaian government are the ones building churches. They are the same government who are donating money. Go and look at the baby boy and baby girl life that your government are living. Go and see the kind of lifestyle that they are living. When we talk now, they will say we don't know what we are saying. Here we are on the street of social media. Anyway, I'm not going to stop talking, because I'm a very proud African. I'm a very, very proud African, and I have a right to talk. I have a right to ask questions. I have a right to talk. So, on that note, I am here to come and lend my voice. Now, first and foremost, let's get to business. We have some. Sorry, just bear with me. Sorry, somebody is sending me a message. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. Okay. Yeah, somebody. Sorry, I've got some Ghanaian students who reached out to me. So yeah, they were just kind of sending me a message just to see if I was on. Okay. Now I'm all yours. I'm all yours now. I'm fully yours here. So, it is no more news that I'm going to read out what the Ghanaian government. Just give me 1 minute. Let me log in and. Let me read it out for you. Come and hear how irresponsible your government are. But before we even talk about your government being irresponsible, we are also going to have to talk about the international students. Now, I am so particular about this particular story because I remembered back in 2000 and Was it 2012, 2013? Something similar happened with Nigerian students with Preside. If you remember that Preside scholarship, I'm going to tell you. So let's read what this is first, and then they will come and talk about that. So this news was just on Sunday. The newspaper carried it on Sunday, but obviously proud to them. You all know what the UK government looks like. You know how the UK is right now, or most Western country is with immigration. So I'll read it out. Ghanaian students at United Kingdom universities face deportation amid funding crisis. Students from Ghana at UK universities say they are in danger of being deported after being stranded by their own government without promised scholarship or tuition fee payment. The group, representing more than 100 doctoral students, so that's more than 100 PhD students. So they are doing advanced research. Obviously, that's PhD. The group, representing more than 100 doctoral students, has petitioned Downing Street. Imagine, una government una suppose face, una no face there. Now Downing Street, anyway. Has petitioned Downing Street and Keir Starmer, asking for help to persuade the Ghanaian government to pay the backlog of tuition fee and living allowances running into millions of pounds. Prince Komla Basha, I'm guessing. Please correct me if I'm not pronouncing it right. The president of the group of students said some have already been deported by the Home Office after their university withdrew their registration for non-payment. While others, hey Guru boy, how are you dey? Guru boy, don't jump, just calm down. Calm down, may you hear. Don't mind them. May we read them first now, go analyze and give them. Prince Komla Basha, the president of the group of students, said some have already been deported by the Home Office after their university withdrawn their registration for non-payment, while others have been evicted from their accommodation or forced to borrow money to survive. First and foremost, anyway, let me finish reading before I come and see what is in my mind. Basha said, for most of these students, I don't know how they survive. You don't know how they survive. Shebi, you guys have NI number. Before I even go far away, first and foremost, so Ghanaian government, they gave their students scholarship. So the scholarship, what's the scholarship meant to cover? Is it just tuition fee, or is it tuition fee and accommodation? Now the question is, how much exactly is that tuition fees? Is the scholarship per person? I just bear with me. I will tell you why I'm asking these questions. So how much is the scholarship per person? What's the cost of the scholarship per person? How much is awarded to individuals? Did it take into consideration the tuition fees, or they just gave a standard amount to everyone? I'm asking this question because I remember the days of Jonathan Goodluck. The Nigerian student, UK was a very popular place for Nigerian students back then. They gave them a Preside. I think they say you need to have first class for you to have Preside or whatever it was. So yeah, Preside visa, Preside scholarship. The scholarship was meant to cover their accommodation and tuition fee. And guess what? They were sending them to the likes of Edinburgh University. They were sending them to Russell Group universities, not taking into account the difference in tuition fees. So Russell Group University in the United Kingdom is like your Ivy League. Is your equivalent of Ivy League in America. I don't know what it is. Like your premier universities. Yeah. Now, they carried themselves, Lodindi, they brought them to Edinburgh Uni. Some of them were in Glasgow. They sent most of them to Ivy League universities, Russell Group universities. Now, the Nigerian government, back then, as at Jonathan's time, They were not thinking of the difference in school on tuition fees. I think they gave them like a standard fees. The amount of money they awarded per student, even UK students, even the what's the name? The European Union ESRA, the European Union, what did they call it again? European Union Student Research. I can't remember what it's called, but it's called, is the short whatever is ESRA. Even the ESRA award, the ESRA award, it no reach, is not up to what the Nigerian government that they share balabala, that they give Nigerian students. Come and see those students. The moment they entered UK, most of them are most of them, when they enter UK, they were buying designers. I am saying this because it's something I witnessed. I actually helped them. I actually went over. I had to negotiate on their behalf with Edinburgh University. In short, me, I didn't even know what I was negotiating, because me, I thought it was like our normal student loan. I thought they were getting equivalent of our student loan. If you see the kind of way their government they give, African government are rich. You don't let anybody lie to you that they are not rich. African government are rich. Anyway, so I remember those guys then. They come and see the place they were staying in expensive student accommodations. You know that nonsense of it is not my money. They were not working. They had NI. They were entitled to national insurance number, which is like in America you call it your social security. I don't know what you call it in your various countries. Now, they were entitled to national insurance number. They did not go and apply for it. They were living baby boy and baby girl life. They came here. This one is not they told me, it's what I saw. Okay? They came here, they were buying Apple MacBook. Come and see them in designer. They did not even think that this is, some of them, that was not the kind of life, that's not their life in Nigeria. Oh. They came here, they were, come and, if you see the way they stood up, it is African students. I'm sorry, no vex. So it is those scholarship students, those students of scholarship from Africa. If you see the way they dress, if you school in the UK, I don't know of America. I'm not going to say what I don't know because I never schooled in America. Those of us in the UK, it is a common practice that as a student, home student, wallahi, if you never shop beans and toast, that means say you are a different student. Even Oriade, Prince Williams, he shop beans and toast because the so-called student loan that they give you, the student loan that they give you is not meant to make you comfortable. You getting a student loan, you are expected to work. That's why they take into consideration your household income. You are expected, your student loan is meant to be addition to your earnings. You are expected as a student to work part-time. Everybody knows. Bartender. What is it called? Care. What's it called? Which kind of job again will they do? There is care. There is cleaning. You will see students. This one, nobody send who your father is, who your mother is. Ask anybody that school abroad. Abroad is a leveler, particularly UK. I can't say all other countries. I'm speaking in relation to United Kingdom. All of us as students, as home students, I remember, I think that time, they awarded us, how much was even our student loan? Every month, if you want to know, I went to Edinburgh Uni. If you want to know when you will have money, you go to where there's a place called Library Bar. When you have money, that is where you go to Library Bar. And what's the name of that other bar that we used to go to? There's another bar, forgotten the name of the bar. Anyway, you go there. That's when you will come and remember on the day you collect your student loan. Good evening, Theo. Shall you hear? Theo said, I taught some of them at master's level and supervised some at doctoral level. They always dress like it is their birthday. Most of them ended up not graduate. Theo, they hear my story, they go. So we, the home students, You know that our student loan does not is not meant to make you comfortable. That is when it is when I was a student, that's when I know that KFC once it is 12 o'clock, if you know Edinburgh well, KFC is opposite where you have as mosque kitchen now. You see, once it is 12 midnight, exactly 12 midnight, 15 past 12 at midnight, we will stroll and come from Appleton Tower and CMB. If you know Edinburgh University, you know the buildings I'm talking about. You will stroll out. We will now stroll out. I'm not talking of even Omolowo, even the children of the rich, the children of aristocrats. Everybody knows about deals. We will now go to KFC. That's when you see that students we will come and be plenty in KFC at Nicholson Street. We will go to KFC. You know why we queue to go to KFC? Because the bucket of what's it called? Is it bucket? Chicken bucket? I can't remember it's a bucket anyway. The chicken bucket, the variety. That variety, they sell it for $2.99. That is 12:15 midnight. It is $2.99. You know why? Because it must not waste. Okay? Then if you are patient enough, if you can wait till 1 o'clock, exactly 1 a.m. at night, they sell it for 99p. Come and see us. We'll go and line up there. We'll go and line up. British students, we'll go and line up. That's where we'll come back. In the library, you will think say we'll be ghosts. Now so we will come dey text ourselves. Suddenly, from that library, from the Edinburgh University Library, you see people will start appearing as if we are ghosts coming out of graveyard. That's how all of us, you will see us. Mature student, I was a mature student at the time. Mature student, na so you go see us. We go pack ourselves go. We go in once and in our 20s. Na so we go pack ourselves go. Then there's a Tesco. There's a Tesco Express, not too far. We'll carry ourselves and go to that Tesco. We'll go there. All those sandwiches, because they can't throw it away. Okay? They are not allowed to throw it away. They will not sell those sandwiches to 2p. You will come and buy and come and put it. We will buy and come and store it in our fridges. And we all had jobs. We all had part-time jobs. As a matter of fact, I had 2 part-time jobs. It is not common that a British student will not work. It is not common. A British home student. It is not, because how the what's the name? Your student loan. I think at the time, our student loan monthly, because you only get that student loan for 9 months while you're in school. While you're at school. The student loan, I think it was like, is it 400 and something? I can't even remember. Was it 400? I've been at 500. I can't even remember. But that money, it doesn't cover anything. Sharif, how about you? The money does not cover anything. Yes, it covers, like it's just a support. It's just like an additional fund. But it's not meant to make you comfortable. And of course, by the time you graduate, you see when you are graduating, they will send you congratulation letter. Okay? Congratulations, they will send you student loan board will send you congratulation letter. Then when you secure your first job and it's above 16,000, they will send you your student statement, your banks, your student loan statements. And of course, by the time you start your job, they start deducting. You don't even need to start speaking. You can't even speak grammar. Which grammar do you want to speak? Your pay slip, it will show there. Okay? All of us, as I speak to you, I am paying student loan. Okay? We don't go Primark. Primark was expensive as a student. Primark was like going to M&S to go and buy clothes. That was what Primark looked like. Primark was our bet. You don't understand. You will go to Tesco. We will go to Tesco and Sainsbury's. That is where we will go and be ready. Charity shop. You don't know how to do thrift buying. Are you a learner? You don't know how to do thrift buying and you are a student. Are you a learner? And I'm talking of children of aristocrats, British aristocrats. You will see their children. Everybody has a job. Me that I'm talking to you, if you know Edinburgh where I worked in Lothian Bus. I used to work as a cleaner. You see, night time, boss, it wasn't the name of that boss I used to clean. Boss 18. I used to clean boss 18. I clean boss 18, boss 42, and boss 26. That is how till today, if I enter boss, I know where people used to hang chewing gum. Where they used to put chewing gum, I know it very well. I worked hard as a student. Because that is what was that's what is expected of you. While I worked as a student. Your NI is not meant to be for fancy. Every home student had to work. We all worked. I don't understand how. Oh, Theo said I was on Commonwealth scholarship as a PhD student, but I still did cleaning job. You are a rare being. So like I was saying, you see this prestige student and third fund, they call them third fund. I think they said it's university. They have to be lecturers to get that scholarship. Those ones, the one in third fund, I don't know how Nigerian government does that. Honestly, it's like I was watching movie. Do you know that third fund? I don't know if they've changed it now. That third fund, they will calculate your money and give it to you in cash. It is true international students, true Nigerian students, that for the first time when I worked in the days of what's the name of this bank? Nationwide. I say Nationwide. Northern Rock. I worked in Northern Rock. I never saw 50-pound notes, because 50-pound notes is not something that is common to see. It was with this international student, this Nigerian student, that I saw 50-pound. They bring it out because they don't understand the value. They don't understand. You know, they do it as if they are doing it in. Musa, wait now. They do the money. You know, they bring out the money, not realizing that over here, nobody throws money around like that. Anyway, that's how they bring out the money. I can't they look them at. It's fraud. Me, I don't know. You know me, I don't understand. I was never in Nigeria. You know, I was born here, so I was obviously I wasn't entitled to it. But that third fund, they used to give them the money in cash. They don't put it in their accounts. Because at least I know students, when I was in Edinburgh Uni, I knew students that got that money, that received the third fund. They had to be lecturers from my understanding, because most of them were lecturers. Anyway, so the ones that got the third fund, they were either in Erotuos University, they were some of them were in Edinburgh Uni. They were in different universities anyway. But the Preside one, they call it Preside, is meant to be, you need to have first class, apparently, to get that one. That one, the students, come and see them in Princess Street. Come and see the kind of phones they are using. Anyway, so at a point, I don't know whatever happened with Jonathan Goodluck. Yeah, I was born here, but obviously went back to Nigeria. So during Jonathan Goodluck, I don't know whatever happened. For whatever reason, they did not pay. Their fees. They don't pay it on time. I don't know whatever the story is. So this particular time, their school fees, their money has not been paid. I think they give them like a certain amount every month. So they had not paid it, and you know these students, they did not borrow themselves brain that arriving the UK, and these kids are not kids of rich. Oh, you know, if they were kids of maybe rich father and mother, you say okay, maybe they don't understand the concept of work. But let's even agree that they don't understand that students work in Nigeria. You know, in Nigeria, when I schooled in Nigeria, it's easy. You call mommy, you call daddy, you call uncle, you call auntie. By the time you call, then you call your siblings and cousins that live abroad. By the time you make at least 5 phone calls, Pepe must rest inside your account. By the time you call 5 phone calls, out of 10 numbers that you will call, Pepe must rest in Isha. You know, Nigerian student scenario, you are rich. Okay. So anyway, they didn't pay them their fees. I think they didn't give them whatever money was meant to give them for like a while. So guess what? So, you know, me, I was the president of the Nigerian Student Society. at Edinburgh Uni at the time. So we're like, okay, they're not giving you your money. So me, I was very naive because I've never had to, I've never engaged anyway. So that's why I carry them go student, what did they call it now? Student union, no, not student, yes, student union building, student services, yes, student services. Sorry, now so I can't carry them go. She to this one, they collected the money and they had the money in their bags. Scotland won craze when the students came. The banks have never seen what the students have done. They had the money in their bags. Those third fund ones, the money was right in their bags. They were carrying money around in United Kingdom. When nobody say na kokori they do. They were carrying money like they were carrying thousands of pounds. They were carrying it around because they didn't understand. They were just so. I say bank was refusing to attend to them because it's not a common thing to happen here. They don't even orientate them. Let's even start from there. That's another problem because it was through them I found that in the Nigerian embassy, actually they have they have a student, whatever it is that they are supposed to have, somebody in charge of education, but they don't give orientation to these students. These students just come. They will come and be mashing the floor, bala bala shulu shulu. Anyway, so I now carry this Preside student. It got me, I didn't understand the Nigerian system in that level. So I said, how can they not pay your fees? How can they not check any? Me, I was thinking it was equivalent of our students, our own student loan here as home students. So when they were saying that they've not paid them, me, I thought it was in terms of maybe £400, £500. The kind of money that we get. I don't know, say that thousands that they give them. Anyway, now so we go student services. On reaching student services, Ngwanu, I say you can apply. Come and see the way my mouth is sharp. You can apply for discretionary funding. Now so my mouth is sharp. I don't forget say, I don't be Nigerian government I dey deal with. I was even gingering their swagger because I didn't understand. I was so naive. I was naive to their system, to the way the Nigerian system works. So anyway, now so we reach student services. Now they say may they bring their bank statements. Most of them, almost all of them, they don't even get UK bank accounts. Let's start from there. The Nigerian account they run for inside UK. They had their cards, their ATM cards. They had their ATM. They have not opened a Nigerian account, a UK account. Of course, that if you understand the UK system, that is complexity on its own. Because how can you be in the UK? You are studying, you don't have a UK account. That's a red flag. Then the ones that have UK accounts, their account is not functional. They are just using the account to transfer money from Nigerian account into UK account. If you understand money laundering, say that one a red flag, standing to be looking at all of them. That one pass. Now they constantly they bring bank statements. They now ask them, how much do you receive? At the time, I think they say it was like 1,000 plus or whatever it is that they were receiving. 9 student services look at them. So Oyibo. Now Oyibo look there, Oyibo say, he said, is that what you get? Do you get it like every 6 months, 7 months? He said, no. I can't remember. It's over 1,000, sha. They get it monthly. Now so the student services lady. Now she say, you actually get more money more than home students. Now there everything enter voicemail. They say person when you want help, when you realize say the person self na billionaire. Now me self my ear come stretch. I say una they get in thousands. They say yes. I say hold on. So are you guys not working? Because there was no record of them working. They weren't working. And let's be honest, their government, honestly, Nigerian African government, they don't do well for their people. Student loan, ordinary for you to collect student loan here. The only thing when you go carry come, now your mama, now your great grandfather information. They go scrutinize you. Of course, you put your details. The fact that you even apply, no mean say you go get them. Let's even start from there, because it's means tested. It doesn't mean you will get it. That you got it this year does not mean you will get it next year. Na so we come begin dey look all of them. Ẹ̀yin people yìí, what are you saying? Tell me. They no work. Hey. One were saying to them, in short, one of them, I remember one of them was saying, me, I can't do any odd job. I look them, I say, hey, ni Louis, no. You can't do any odd job. You are international. Which work you want to do? You want to work as a manager? Home student. If you are a home student, you never work before. And that means, what are you saying? Anyway, now so they stay, they come begin they do ready and rada. Anyway, eventually, now here we sit down, we will look all of them. Aduragbemi, how are you? You say, yes, that is still going on. They talk thousands. They spend dollars. That is why they are clamping down. Don't you see the new japa buying houses? And you start thinking if you are lazy. Aduragbemi, just dey hear my story dey go. Now Edinburgh Uni say we are sorry, we cannot give you. We don't have money to give you. I was even saying, can they not apply for, because at that time, me, I didn't understand how much they were getting. Me, I thought it was like our shile that they were giving us. Then I say, you can even apply for discretionary. Really? Okay. Because their third fund is like your ESRA fund. So I'm sure you will know that the European research ESRA, what's that? What's the meaning? What's that full meaning? Because I know I got part of it. I got part funded with it. What's the meaning of that ESRA again? Because it's like an equivalent of ESRA now, if I'm right, except I'm wrong. Is it ESRA? European is something on research. I can't remember. No, it's not Erasmus. It's not Erasmus. Erasmus is undergrad. It's not Erasmus. It's a research. I forgot what it's called. It's a European. No, it's not Erasmus. Erasmus is totally different. It's a research. I can't remember what it's called. Shitu, please, can you remember what it's called? It's a European. It's research. It's strictly for research. It's for social research. Anyway, because I got it and I got funded for 6 months to go to India to collect data for my research. Anyway, so the Erasmus is not postgraduate. Erasmus is undergrad. You can do Erasmus in undergrad. Erasmus is actually designed for undergrad. But I don't know if postgrad can do Erasmus. I don't know. I've never done it. Yes, thank you, Shitu. ESPRC. Yes, thank you. Erasmus project is just an exchange. Erasmus is an exchange project. It's an exchange program. It's not you can even get student fund. You can get student loan that fund, but it only funds part of it. It's not just postgraduate alone. Maybe postgraduate. I've never done it, but I know undergrad do it, because in Scotland you can do it from you can choose to do it from 2nd year or 3rd year as undergrad. But you have to do it before you get to your final year. So I don't know. I don't know. I know the program, but I've never done it. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is very simple. So these students, they were not working. Then you also had the ones that got NDDC, what they call the name of that NDDC funding that they gave them too. There was NDDC one too. The Niger Delta, whatever they say they gave them. Those ones, they gave them the money in physical cash. Some of them got their money in cash. Some of them got the money. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I've never done the Erasmus. I just know that most people that I know that did the Erasmus. When I did my undergrad, because I did another undergrad here. When I did my undergrad, I know that most people that did Erasmus in my class at the time in social policy, they were I think they did, some of them did Erasmus in second year and some of them did Erasmus in third year, but they were not allowed to do it in fourth year. I don't know, like I've never done the Erasmus. I know of the program, but I've never done it. So I just know it's an exchange program. I know you can either do it for a year or you can do it for one semester. You can either do it for a session or one semester. But I know it's a very complex system because you've got to look at the university, you've got to look at the grading. There's quite complex. But yeah, there's a lot of complexity to it from my understanding. And of course, it wasn't attractive to me because I'm a mature student. Then two, what I wanted to do with the course I was doing, I don't necessarily need Erasmus to do it. There was no learning for me because you need to be able to justify your learning around it. From what I understand, like I said, I've never done it. Erasmus is a scholarship, K. I don't think so. I don't know where they do Erasmus is exactly, it's shit too. Because maybe I thought I don't know what I'm talking about. Erasmus is never a scholarship. It's just an exchange program. And it has to be agreed. It's not an automatic program, to the best of my knowledge. It has to be agreed between the university, and they even need to look at, because like the schools you will go to, the countries you are going to, they must be able to translate your results. So it's not as simple as you just going. It's not as simple as you want to go. They must be able to translate it. Erasmus is not scholarship, to the best of my knowledge. It's an exchange program. And it's all about learning. And your course, you must be able to justify. Like, you must be able to justify for your learning. That's my understanding anyway. But I don't want to be, please don't let me get diverted with what I'm saying. So, distracted with what I'm saying. So, like I said, so with this Nigerian student, the ones that came with NDDC, Niger Delta, whatever money that they said they gave them, those ones too, they gave them the money in cash. But me, I don't know. I'm just going by what I understand about it. I don't know. I never applied for it. But to the best of my knowledge, Erasmus has no scholarship to it. Because I know, like I know people that did it. I know people that did the Erasmus program. And I know that they also have to apply to the Scottish, to SAS, which is our Scottish funding board. And SAS has to agree it. I know that there were some of the Erasmus program that SAS could not fund. That I know. So I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Like in Scotland, I understand that you have to go through SAS to do it. Because it's not just as simple as you applying. There is complexity around the application. I don't know whether they now do it differently in England. I don't know. I can only speak for the Scottish system. And I went to Edinburgh University and I know for a fact. Exactly. That's what I know. It's maximum. I know that you are not allowed to go for more than a year. You can either go for a semester or you go for a whole session. But even if you are going for a whole session, you must be able to justify, because they also look at your academic grade. It's not just as simple as you apply. I never went, but I know I have friends who did it, and I have children of my friends who did it. They have to look at your grade. It's not just as simple as you are going, that you want to go. Anybody can want to do Erasmus, but your academic grade, there's a threshold around it. Anyway, as I was saying, no, not just the petroleum development trust fund. That one is another story entirely. That one is another. Honestly, I didn't realize the amount of scholarship that Nigeria offered. The NDDC one, that one is Niger Delta people. The Niger Delta whatever fund that they said they were funding them. Those ones, they used to give them physical cash. Come and see the way they were spending money. You will see them going to a club. They will enter club. You come and see the kind of wristwatch they were wearing. I said those students, they were living baby boy and baby girl life. Yes, I saw that they were UK is trying to. I think the Prime Minister, they were talking about it too. Was it whether yesterday or 2 days ago or so? Adura Agbemi, you never see anything. I said those students, it is from them, it is from those Nigerian students that I saw what's it called? Yeah, amnesty. Yes. It is from the Nigerian student that I saw 50-pound notes. Me, I've never seen 50-pound notes before. Me, I no go lie. Even when I work in Northern Rock, I no see 50-pound notes. When I worked in when I worked in RBS, I wasn't actually dealing with money directly. But when I work in Northern Rock, where I worked as a mortgage advisor, I no see 50-pound notes. Because all those remarks in those days, remarks estate agents, they will bring money, like they come and bank with us and stuff like that. Anyway, now true international student, and they go get bag. You will see them with their bag because they think they are in Nigeria. Now so they foul you for inside their bag. I look at them, I say, hey, wonderful. And they don't used to have bank, they don't used to spend their bank, they don't used to use ATM card. It's cash. They will go to shop, come and see the areas they were living. Come and see the kind of life they were living. They were living in expensive areas in Edinburgh. They were living in expensive areas in Edinburgh. They were living in what's the name? Some of them were in Morningside. Some of them were living in Tollcross, like rich areas. The kind area we be say even for Nigeria they no stay when they Nigeria. They area we be say even home student they don't bonus well. If you want to live in those areas, you have to flat share. These ones were coming with their family. They will bring their wives and their husband and their children. Come and sit there living baby boy life. Latest perfume and then Sabiam. You will come and see. I say from head to toe when they dress, you go look there and say, I remember I say for student services, they look them from head to toe. They say, now I remember I said the lady said, what you are wearing? Have you considered trading stuff? When Oyibo see wetin shock am? Oyibo see wetin big pass in power. Even myself, I look them, I say, because me I was like, these guys must come from very rich home. Because even Oyibo go come from rich home. Prince Williams, he worked as a student. While he was a student, he was working in a cafe at St. Andrews. That is Oriade that tomorrow, na in face, na he go there our money. That is somebody that it is his face that will be on our money. It is the face that all of us will be waking up to when it's time for him to get to the throne. The guy worked. He worked in a cafe. Harry, everybody for royal family they work. There is nobody that got free money. Everybody works. He reached these people turn. They carry money come in bags. I'm like, whoa. They were even approaching landlords with cash. They were paying physical cash to landlords. And I was like, even the student accommodation they were staying in high-end student accommodations. If you know Edinburgh Uni very well, you know that, and I'm sure that's what happens across most universities, where there are different categories of student accommodations. These ones were living in high ends. I want to tell you, maybe their papa no get money. They come here, come they flex. And you know what he come bari for the whole thing. Apparently, when they finish their study, they are not obliged to return back to Nigeria. I say, when they were saying it, a lot of them japa from Nigeria, from UK, they cross over to Canada. Some of them cross to Canada, some of them cross to the US. Now UK, you collect research money. Even students loan when you collect, they no bond you well. Say you don't go stay UK. And I was like, when they were migrating, some of them before they even finished school, they had migrated to America. And I said, migrated to Canada. In my head, I'm like, are you guys not going to go back to Nigeria? You know, say me, they use my UK brain, they think. I was like, are you guys not going back to Nigeria? Now they say no. Before we know what they happen, they don't cross go America, cross go Canada. I say, hey. Now I look them, I say, this is very interesting, though. This is very, you saying a lie. What are you saying a lie? hold on, somebody is calling. You say na lie. What are you saying na lie? Na lie say I no see wetin I see.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah,
Sis.
I just want to I want to just say something about that amnesty money and that amnesty student, something you were talking about.
The NDDC.
Because a lot of people, just like as you are saying, they came. Yes, when they started that program, the us behind the program and why those students, you saw them running away, those people who came. If you go into the amnesty program, there is a clause. Once you collect whatever training and all those money, the clause is that you will never fight. You will never carry any cutlass, any violence thing. If you are found, once you do it, you are going to jail.
No. Hold on, sis. Yeah. I'm talking about it in the context of those that came to study.
Yes.
Because they gave them, from my understanding, because they came to Erotwart. I know that some of them were in Erotwart. They were like in the different universities. But once they finish, because they get them the money in physical cash.
Yes, okay? That's why they cannot go back. That's why you see.
So they are not allowed to wait. So when they get the money, they are not allowed to go back to Nigeria.
It's not that they are not allowed to go back to Nigeria. Most of these people, despite you see them, they came in as students, they are all prone to getting involved in all the militancy stuff. Because when that militancy team was in, when they were doing all those things, they are different groups.
No, hold on. Let me try and understand, because I'm not going into the militancy. What we are talking about is hold on, sis. Just hold on. We want to seek clarity. So let's ask questions that will allow you give us clarity. So, like in the United Kingdom now, for instance, I got a research. I got 3 different research funding. Now, and apart from that, I also got my student loan. Now, with the student loan, you must be in the United Kingdom. You cannot just graduate and leave United Kingdom. You understand? You need to contribute to the United Kingdom. At least you are tied back to the United Kingdom for 5 years. I don't know if they've now reduced it. You understand? Like when I got the scholarship for what's the name? Robert Burns. When I got the Robert Burns scholarship, I have to be in Scotland, and I have to contribute to research in Scotland for 19 months. I could not just disappear, because like I did a research. I went to do like research finding in India. I could as well go back. I could be in India, and then from there I got opportunity. I could leave, but I couldn't because I'm tied back to my contract. But my understanding about this student at the time that I was in uni, this student I'm describing, like those on TED Fund, the NDDC, what's the name? Preside. There was another one called Preside. Those were the 3 main ones: Preside, TED Fund, and NDDC. A lot of them, they migrated to Canada. They didn't even wait to finish school here. They were already migrating to Canada. They were going to America. Some of them went to Australia. So my question is it that the Nigerian government, they fund them? Because I remember that caused a lot of questions in the Scottish universities where they were asking. So is it that the Nigerian government, do they fund their students for brain drain? Because what led to that question?
Let me explain.
Because what led to that question was because in Erotwart, they were nicknaming Erotwart engineering department as Nigerian department, because we had a lot of Nigerian students who made up Erotwart system. You understand? And at a point, we got Kolade. There's a man called Kolade in Nigerian High Commission back then. He was in charge of education. Then the current governor of Kwara State, the wife was I think she was a deputy ambassador or whatever in the UK here at the time. So Erotwart wrote to the Nigerian embassy because of patent right of the research that these students were doing. You understand? Because we had about 7 students that died. Okay, and the UK, there was a lot of dilemma anyway. So what they wanted to understand was, okay, this student, I think we had 3 PhD students who died in between. So, but they had not finished their PhD. So there was that dilemma of, what would the university do? Are we allowed to keep the full patent right of their research, or is it they wanted to, like, strike a conversation with the Nigerian government, but nobody was allowed. Nobody was coming forth. You understand?
You see, okay, can I explain something to you?
Yeah.
How this whole thing. If you see there was the TED fund. That one was for lecturers in education.
Yeah. So when they get it, are they allowed to return back?
No, wait. Let me explain. Okay. No, let me explain the TED fund. TED fund is, you are a lecturer in the university. Mm-hmm. When you get that loan.
No, it's not a loan. No,
for your PhD.
It's not a loan. It's a scholarship. It's not a loan.
No, I want to explain all of them for you now. Okay. You are mixing them up. For TED fund, when they give you that grant, you are expected to, if you are coming for PhD, if you come for masters, after your masters, you can extend to PhD. You apply in Nigeria through your school. There are a lot of vetting. You have.
Yes, I understand that process. But when they finish,
let me talk now. After for TED fund, after your program, because you are working in Nigeria, you are a lecturer, and your salary is coming.
Okay.
They did not stop your salary because they are the ones that granted you.
Okay.
When you finish your program for TED fund, you are expected to go back. If you do not go back, you have scorned. The guarantor that you put the name for TED fund, that person will be held responsible to refund the money. So you see all those people who are running.
Okay, sorry. Let me come back to what you're saying. Wait, now I want to get clarity. Hold on. We understand that you know what you're saying. Just let us also get clarity as well. So what you are saying is, when they get that TED fund scholarship, they are expected to go back to Nigeria.
Yes, because you are working. They are working. They are lecturers.
Oh, so they are paying them money at the same time while they are getting their scholarship.
Yes.
Wow.
Their salary is in their accounts. They are getting salaries. They are working. They have ID card. Is that they've gotten that TED fund, so they are allowed to go for the program. They are working. So if you run away, the person you've written as your guarantor is the person that will pay. That we pay that refund that money because you didn't. Yes, that's how TED fund is run.
But
that's
who monitors
when they run away. You said,
sis, please, who monitors? So when they give them the money, is there someone that monitors them to know how many of them came and to know when they're meant to return?
Yes. Mind you, these people, these students, PhD students, research students, they are working. They are lecturers, so they are not just anybody going around. Before you are that TED fund is given to you, there are criteria that you use in getting TED fund. Okay. And the school, if you are going for PhD, is 5 years. After 3 years, then there's 2 years that is added. You know, the PhD program. Mm-hmm. If you do not come back after that 5 years, the person you use as guarantor, which is also, that person is also in the academics, that is the person that will be held responsible, that will pay that money.
Okay, sis, so when you hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. I want to clarify something.
No worries.
So while we were at Edinburgh Uni at the time, I remember the Minister of Education. I can't remember the name of the woman now. I remembered he came to Edinburgh Uni. Okay? I remember he came. You know how these politicians, they come that time. You understand? And I remember him coming, and the international department in our school at Edinburgh Uni then, they then obviously, they had written to them saying they were coming. You understand? One thing I noticed clearly is the Minister of Education, I can't remember his name now. The man did not know how many Nigerian students were in Edinburgh Uni. And almost all Nigerian students at the time that were in Edinburgh Uni, they were either on Preside or TED fund.
Okay. Let me explain the reason why the man would not know.
Okay.
You see, that fund is under their own education. Then you have the NDDC. People who come under NDDC
No.
are
Not
from
NDCC were not from there. No, so the people that came to Edinburgh Uni, they were Preside, which is that you need to have first class. It was during Jonathan Goodluck they did it. You need to have first class to come to get that Preside, and that Preside, they all had to go to Russell Group University and Ivy League universities. Okay. So when they came, my understanding is that they were direct, and the reason why the minister came at the time was they were having problems with their payments. You understand?
Yes, I knew when they were having that problem. That was for the Preside people. There was a time they were having problem, and the students were calling. You know, some of the students called in to say they've ejected them, they've stopped them from coming to classes. But why I called in is that I want to explain this different kind of scheme. And when you were talking, you talked about the Niger Delta, the militancy program. That is the reason. I just wanted to explain it, the difference in all these scholarships that are given from Nigeria, and why you see sometimes the government, maybe the Minister of Education, will not have the amount of people, Nigerians in a particular school, because of these scholarships are coming from different organizations. So when you see they have NDDC, there is the NDDC scholarship, which is quite different from the amnesty program scholarship. So the NDDC program, that one is from people who are from the oil producing communities. Like you have the is it 9 states?
Yeah. So I understand that.
State, the Ondo State, Delta State, Akwa Ibom, and but you see that amnesty own, the amnesties that NDDC own that is given, that one is given. They pick the people they give from this state, and all of them have quota. So you find that states that produce the highest have the highest number of students. So states, why you will be seeing people mostly, you see people from Bayelsa, you see people River State, you see people from Delta State. It's the quantum of the oil that is produced. Why you see people from Ondo State, 1, people from Abia State, maybe 2. That's how they share it. Then for the amnesty program, that amnesty program, that one is that you have already signed. You have signed that you can never fight. They can never see you quarreling. They cannot see you. If they are doing protests, you can never be part of them. If they are doing violence, you can never, anything that is violent, because you've signed. And if they catch you, you will go to prison. Mind you, you know those people, originally they were counted as criminals.
Get the sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I get what you're explaining, but I think let's keep it to education, because we're trying to understand.
Education, yes.
We are trying to understand why they don't want to, why they don't work. Because what?
Yes, you would not see. If I had signed for amnesty, I'm from Niger Delta. If I had signed for amnesty, I know that if I go to school, people were sent to different parts of the world depending on your qualification for school, for training. If I go and sign for amnesty, I've already signed that me, I'm a criminal, I'm wanted. If I go for that training and I come back,
they say amnesty own is for militant. I think we are deviating here.
So when they say you are, the word militant in the word militant
hold
doesn't
on.
mean that.
Sorry. I don't want us to deviate from what we're talking about. We are trying to focus.
We are not debating. I'm just saying, if the amnesty people refuse to go back, and the NDDC people refuse to go back, there is not, those NDDC people are not working. Amnesty people are not working. The people that if you go back and you must return is Stanford, because you have a job.
Okay, so let's get a clarity. So from what you have said now, so are you saying that when they get this scholarship or whatever it is that they are giving them, are you saying that when they get it, they are not obliged to return to Nigeria? Is that what you're saying?
If you want to go back, you go back, because they don't even have job back home.
No, hold on. Forget about whether they have job. Wait, sis, let's come. It's not about whether they have. Here, like I said. Wait now.
See, you say the word.
You know, like I said,
you are using the word oblige. Do you know why I wouldn't want to say oblige or not obliged? Because there is this thing in the Niger Delta. Once NDDC sponsor you for something, the assumption in Nigeria, it is my wealth. Okay. That is the assumption they have.
Wait, hold on, sis.
The way me and you are thinking.
Wait, hold on. Forget about how we are thinking. I just have a question, because we're just trying to do a clarity. You understand?
Okay.
So the clarification that I'm trying to get from you is, so their government like I said, in the United Kingdom, like for instance, like when you collect student loan here, you are expected to contribute back into the system. You can't just get student loan. Hold on now. Hold on and hear me out. When you get student loan, you can't just disappear into the thin air. When you get your research grants, okay, you don't just disappear into the thin air. They are contract tying you back to your home country. You understand?
No contract. There's no contract tying them.
So are you saying that when they get this grant, scholarship, whatever it is that is called, when they get it, the government is not expecting them to contribute back to Nigeria? Instead, the government is promoting brain drain. It's like they're getting this money to disappear. Is that what you're saying?
Government is not promoting brain drain. I don't think there is anything that is tying them for them to come back. If you want to come back, because most of them, the thing that NDDC is doing is they are giving them back what belongs to them. It's what.
What do you mean what belongs to them?
Because NDDC was originally created to develop the Niger Delta states. That's what it's to develop them.
So I then have a question, sis. I then have a question. So if they are getting if whoever it is that is awarded, they are being awarded this money, they give them this money and then they don't come back. If everybody keeps collecting this money and they don't come back, so how do they account for the money that they are spending?
That one, it is their money. How it's being accounted? This Niger Delta money now. So I don't know if they want to account for it. After all, NDDC, did they account for anything? It's their money. So if they don't want to go back, they cannot force them. Nobody will go and look for them. The one that
so what about third fund? So are they not meant to go back for third fund?
Yes, because you are working.
But a lot of them don't go back. At least I know quite a good number of them here in Edinburgh.
If they don't go back, the person that stood for them, that is their guarantor, is the person that will pay. So when they don't go back, they will send the money to the person will pay.
Wow.
That's what they do. When you see that, yes, if they don't go back, because you have a job. I have one of my lecturers that came to University of Leeds. They gave him for PhD. For 5 years, he couldn't even get the PhD.
Wow.
Because he had to go back. Because the people he used as his guarantor, those people don't have that money to pay. So he had to go back. Because if he stays there and he doesn't go back, he's in a big shit. Because most of them, people you see, if you see somebody running away from third fund, there's a guy me and you know that has an African shop here. There's a guy me and you know, he has an African shop here in Leeds. That was what he did. He didn't go back.
Wow.
So what he did, the people that stood for him, he sent that money and was paying them. He paid the money to those people. Because he used to lecture back home.
But then how is that? How did they give accountability? Because I'm just trying to understand. So it's like the government is just giving out money to people to japa easily. Because the way me I saw it.
It's not everybody that wants to stay.
But a lot of them back then, sis, a lot of them back then didn't go back. A lot of them went to Canada, they went to Australia, they went to America, because I know quite a good number of them.
You know, if some people, if they don't want to go back, some of them will, if you don't go back, I know for third fund, if you don't go back, the person who signed for you, because you have a job, You know, some persons, one of the things about, you know, different people go to into, some people just, the main people who are academicians will not travel to a country and remain there. They will go back. Some of these people, I don't have a job and there's an opportunity. And most of those people you saw that ran away, some of them are from polytechnics and college of education. But
no. We had some of them from uni. Trust me, there were quite a good number of them from uni.
Yeah, if they run away, that is them. But many of the lecturers I know will not want to run away.
See, somebody is saying, said most state fund beneficiaries were not on any bond. And then they are also saying that nobody pays back. The same person said nobody pays back state fund.
People pay back, your guarantor will pay.
Wow.
That person, me and you know. Those people, if you are not in academics, you don't know what is happening. That person, me and you know. He paid the money back through the people who stood as guarantor for him.
Wow.
Because he didn't go back. It's not only Nigerians that do not go back. I've seen people, some Saudi Arabia people in Glasgow University in medical field. And I asked one of them, what if you don't go back? He said, number one, I have a job, I'm a lecturer. If I don't go back, Saudi people will come and look for me. They will draw me back. I will work their work. I will pay them their money. When I pay them their money, I can run. Because this money is government money. It's not my money. So it's not all of them that will come and want to run away. Many do go back too. You know, in academics, one of the things as an academic, once you have papers you've written, you are known as a researcher. You have access to travel all over the world. You can travel and go for programs that you spend 3 months in those countries, all in academic, fully sponsored. You win fellowship with good money. You can't come. You know, you have all sorts of people. Some people don't really have plan. Some of these people have not, that are running, some of them have not even written a paper that is published. So that's why they want to run. Because academic is not about the money. For you to be in the academics is passion. So when you've written papers, you are widely known. You don't want to go, or you've gone through the ranks to become a senior lecturer.
Sis, people are not agreeing with you. People are not agreeing with you on the comment section.
You don't need to agree. I was in the academics, and I know what is going on.
But I also
have lecturers who travel. Everybody could be in different parts.
But sis, hold on. Sorry, sis.
They didn't run away.
Okay.
That's my own.
Okay, maybe the reason people I called that you know.
To clarify amnesty. Those amnesty people, they don't have job. They are not working anywhere. They happen to be graduates who are from those areas. That opportunity came. They went to sign. And it's not everybody that signed. They went to sign. When you sign to an agreement, because you know if you go back and go and fight, they arrest you. You are gone for it. After that time, they are giving them all this amnesty. Have you seen any of them, any community where they go and demonstrate? Have you seen?
To be honest, I don't know more. Like I said, I was only focused on.
Yes, yeah. This is the place I come from. I lived in this place. I know what is happening in these places. After the government has given them amnesty, you can't go to the front of any oil company to go and do demonstration.
Okay.
All those things have been taken away because you've signed that if you do it, if you are arrested, you go to prison. So some of them, when they have the opportunity to come to Europe, they know they don't want to do anything, they will go. That's why if you look at the core people who come from the main oil places, they won't travel overseas. They won't come. Because majority of these people, some people don't work. By virtue that oil is in their land, they just collect money. They pay them salaries. You have people selling their chances for working. They won't come.
Okay. But they
will tell you what am I coming from. The main people that come from these places. That's what I know. Then if people come and they want to, those amnesty people or NDDC people, some of them will decide after all, it's my own. It's the part of my own money. It's my own share.
Okay.
If I had wanted to sign for amnesty, I would have signed for amnesty. If I sign for amnesty, I can't quarrel. I can't go and do protest. Even if the oil company is doing bad, we cannot demonstrate. Nobody does protest now. Formerly, protest was rampant. People go and block the oil company gate and do all sorts of things. But now you can't do it because you've signed, you've collected the money, you've taken the training.
Please, sorry, sis. Please, if you the caller is obviously speaking from our own understanding of how the system works.
It's from my own understanding and speaking from where I'm coming from.
Please kindly call in and educate us. Nobody's a fountain of knowledge.
I'm saying from the Niger Delta aspect, this is a place I lived. This is a place I understand the politics and the system of what is happening and the reason behind certain things that is happening in Niger Delta.
Yeah.
If you are not part from those places, you don't really know what is going on. You don't know the politics that is going on. This is a place I grew up from. The mentality, the mentality, the way the people see some certain things is my own. It is our own. So therefore, it is my money. Why do I?
So basically, from what you are saying, says there is no accountability. Yes. That's basically what you are saying.
There's no accountability. There's no accountability. Apart from this one, you know the list in Nigeria. When they give out this list for amnesty, who are the people controlling this list? That is the thing people need to ask. The people controlling the list are the ones that are the warlords.
No, but I don't want us to only focus on amnesty because that's not what.
So what? Yes, I'm just saying the people who are controlling the list. When the government brings it out that amnesty program, when they put the amnesty program, they share it around in the community.
Okay, so when you are talking, sorry to interrupt you. So when you are talking about amnesty, so is that the same for TED Fund? I just want us to understand how it works.
No, TED Fund is different. TED Fund is different. TED Fund is for academic people in the university.
I know what TED Fund is. I'm asking. Yes. Again, we are coming back to accountability. So
yes, for TED Fund, what I know is that in TED Fund, before you collect that loan, you put guarantor down.
No, it's not a loan, no. TED Fund is not a loan. To the best of my knowledge, it's not a loan.
Yes, it is not a loan. But if you go, it is a grant for you. It's like they are sending you for work training. You know you are going for work training to upgrade yourself. When the company, any organization send you for training, the reason you are going for that training is not to upgrade yourself. You got into the university and you were lecturing with your masters. The qualification, the government gives you years for you to get your PhD. You apply for TED Fund, which is to help you for development. Some people even go for postdoctoral. And at the end of the day, you have a job. You have already signed. People have signed a guarantee for you that you will come back and give back. Then you now run away. If you do not come, those your guarantors, they will be held responsible. That is where it will no longer become a fund or a scholarship. It now become a loan. You have to pay them that money back because you are supposed to come back. People who are saying they know people, ask those people, let them tell you the truth. You know Nigerians, it's not everybody will tell you the truth, what is happening. They will tell you what you want, they want you to know. Ask them. Because and that is why in TED Fund, sometimes it's hard for people to get people who will stand as guarantor for them.
Okay.
Because your job is there. You are taking knowledge back. It's like somebody that go for postdoctoral. You are taking knowledge back.
The ones
for training. That's why you are here.
Sis, the ones that came to Edinburgh Uni, the one that came to come and study in Edinburgh, Erotworth, Napier, they no go back home. That one I know that for confidently.
If they don't go back, yes. If they don't go back now, I tell you about the one when me and you know now. That person, as in the years, so when he never go back since how many years, his salary still they enter.
Sorry, see, somebody is trying to call in. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Sorry, see, somebody is trying to call in. Hold on.
Please, can you lower the thing you are listening to, please?
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. I just want to clarify something. Yes, it may be there on paper that
which one are you talking about?
Should go. TED Fund.
Okay.
Yeah, TED Fund. Yes, it is true. It's for those in academics.
Okay.
Yes, it may be there on paper, but the way they do it, even from TED Fund, does not hold anybody accountable.
Okay.
Number one, they calculate all the money, everything, and give you, bam, everything.
Sorry
for
to
that 4 or
interrupt
5
you.
years that go.
Sorry to interrupt. That
Yeah,
was what I saw in Edinburgh Uni when I was
yeah,
there. These
yeah.
students, the ones
So
that came to come and do
yeah,
PhD, because I
yeah,
remember it caused problem in Edinburgh Uni because they were coming with large sum of money, and in the United Kingdom they
yeah.
don't allow you to carry large sum of money
Sure,
around.
sure.
So they were
Yeah,
having problems with
that's
the
true.
bank because they were coming with large sum of money to the bank.
Yeah. So that's how it's still gone to today.
Wow.
And that is one. And two, now, in fact, when it started, truly it has to be through the university or polytechnic or college of education. They will do the vetting. But now you can even know somebody in third fund. Even when you are not in the academia, you can go and do it. It's just a question of, okay, how much are you going to give me? At the end of the day, I wrote in the message, I know of many that got admission to UK university, used the admission letter to get third fund university, and then they now apply to Malaysian university, and they went to Malaysia to do the PhD, where they will pay just a fraction.
Wow.
And they pocket the rest of the money. So that is they even did the PhD, but I know many that didn't even go back. Nobody will hold them accountable. Because in the first instance, maybe you share the money 40-60 with the person that helped you in third fund. Is it that person that will be that will be running after you when you abscond? No.
But
So
the
the
previous
whole process.
caller, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
The previous caller said that there
Yeah.
is a guarantor when you collected
All
fund.
that. Yeah. All that, yes, they put that order in place, but not many follow that protocol. It's just a formality protocol. When they started it like that. But not quite long, they stopped all that. Before, they used to send people from they used to send their officials to come and supervise, like that kind of supervision that normally you do when we used to do IT in those days in Nigeria.
Yeah.
The supervisor will come and supervise you. So they will send officials. They will come, and so first of all, they will write us, we Nigerians that are lecturing in that university, that third fund is coming from Nigeria. We would like to see you. You understand? So we normally go, and then the PhD student will come, or master student will all come, and this and that. But you know what's happening? Now, even the official, when they come, instead of going around UK, they will sit down in London and enjoy their life, pocket the money that is supposed to travel. You understand? And just go back and write whatever report they want to write. So even if the person is not here, they don't know. So you see, the system is abused. Look, I did my master's on French government scholarship in France, and I used to have some Gabonese friends on Gabonese government scholarship. You know how Gabon does theirs?
No.
They will pay the money to the National Scholarship Board of France.
Okay.
So Gabonese government will pay in the money. So the National National Scholarship Board of France will be the one to be disbursing the money to the students. They will pay their school fees at the beginning of every year, and then the monthly allowance they will be paying them.
Oh, like what the Chinese students, like what they do with the Chinese students.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, so if for example you fail, they will stop your scholarship. If your university say that you are not attending, they will stop your allowance. At the end of the day, how do I know? Because I came directly through. French government gave me my scholarship, so we were collecting the scholarship the same with this. So one day we were just joking, and the guy was complaining about France. I said, "Come on, is it not French government? French government that sponsored it?" He said, "No, it's Gabonese government that is sponsoring you." I said, "But why are we on the same scholarship?" He said, "No." He now explained to me how they do it, and that's how every sensible government do. But because we always desire our system for fraudulent means, so deliberately we leave a gap whereby people can cheat the system. can cheat the government, can cheat Nigeria. That's what I was saying. Not that we don't know how other countries do theirs.
My brother.
But we just do it. We just design it. Yeah.
My brother, sorry to interrupt you. See, when I was in Edinburgh Uni, if you see, I couldn't believe my eyes. These guys were carrying bundles of pounds. And there was, the ones that even came on Preside, they were giving them like thousands, like their pocket money was in thousands. Because we couldn't understand why they were not working. They didn't have NI.
Yeah.
They had no NI. They had, like the things that, as students in the UK, like the things you will have. They didn't have NI. They didn't have, they were, like their weekend, they would go clubbing. They were buying high-end, like they were going, I'm not against people buying African food, but you know what I mean? It's expensive. Like a normal UK student, beans and toast is your specialty.
Of course.
So I could not, and then they were living like in high-end areas. So they were not they were not even living like students. They were living as if they were like, even Prince Williams went to what's the name? He went to St. Andrews. St. Andrews is not far away from me. Prince Williams used to work in a cafe. In short, that cafe, do you know, because of Prince Williams, that cafe has become a tourist center. Because he worked there. They even have his picture there. And everybody wants to go and work. He now became, how the UK behaves. He now became kind of popular. So I just thought to myself, I was like, can you imagine? Oriade, someone that tomorrow, his face will be all over our money. He worked.
Yeah.
This guy, these guys, they were going into shops, they were buying designers, latest Nike, and they know the name of all these designers. So they were not even buying like ordinary laptop. They were buying like Apple laptops, MacBooks, and they were paying physical cash. It got so bad, they didn't even have, all of them, they didn't have they didn't have a UK account.
Yeah.
So so there was a time Jonathan did not pay, or his government did not pay. So they were, they were struggling because they were used to free money. You understand?
Yeah.
So what we now discover, because these guys, they were going to go and watch match. Imagine students going to go and be watching match. Like, for me, it was so strange. Maybe because I'm a UK student, it was so strange.
Yeah.
So they did not pay them. So I now said, no, don't worry, you can get discretionary fund. Me, I was thinking in our way of UK kind of money. Because I thought all they were giving them maybe like 400, 500 pounds. Only for the student services to ask them, what's your bank account? Then they said, we need to print it. So when they printed, it was Nigerian account. And in the UK system, they're like, at this time, I think the students were here, they were almost like maybe 8 months. So they could not understand why they didn't have a UK account. Then the few that had a UK account, guess what? That account was not active. They were just using it to transfer money. So there was no record of their work. In short, I remember very well. They were asking them what's their NI number. They didn't even know what NI meant.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my head around it.
Yeah. Look at even the NDDC scholarship. How can a sensible government do that kind of a thing? To say that we're giving you scholarship and you sign that you are not going to. If you know that they cannot come back, they will not come back after signing this. Why do you send them to foreign countries?
Exactly.
For God's sake. Why should you do that kind of a thing?
We just normalize nonsense.
Every sensible country in the world, you send your best product to represent you internationally, so that they can come back and contribute to the economy. I mean, it doesn't make sense at all.
Honestly, it was like I was watching a movie while I was in Edinburgh Uni.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
I mean, there was a day a student walked in to the class. Do you know what my students started doing? They started singing happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Because the way this lady was dressed. Even, I think, at that time, it was still the queen. Even the queen, we bow for her. From head to toe. with designers bag.
These ones were eating
Shoe,
out. These
everything,
ones used to eat out.
everything.
I
Yeah,
don't know how they did
everything
it.
match to
Oh,
match.
I don't know how they
Yeah,
did it. I said then in
yeah,
Edinburgh, they will go to like Apple shops. You know, like a student, Apple, loan, Apple.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they were buying in cash. Oh, they were like, they don't, you know, they were not even looking for sales. I remember
No,
we had
no.
a student. He used to wear Gants, as in Gant design. Honestly, we couldn't get our head around it.
No. It's sad. Meanwhile, okay, they are annoying. Meanwhile, our institution back home, they are underfunded. Why can't you fund the local institutions? If you need more, establish more and put those people that you are giving scholarship to come here, put them there.
Do you know
Even the
Edinburgh
scholarship,
University?
give them the scholarship, to study in Nigeria. Give them the money to study in Nigeria.
Sir, do you know that
Yeah.
Edinburgh University was purely embarrassed? The Minister of Education at the time came to Edinburgh Uni with the third fund, whatever they were, their group, and they did not know the amount of Nigerian students that they were funding that was in Edinburgh University, a Russell Group University. I remembered very well the guy in student service, that's the Edinburgh University representative in student services. The guy could not hide. You know when a white is surprised, like they could not even pretend that they were surprised.
Yeah. And the truth is that, look, even the third fund, let's even say some of them return the money. The system should design in such a way that you have to go back and contribute.
They were going to
That's
Canada.
how it should be.
They were leaving to Canada.
Yeah.
They were going to Canada because I remember before their results and everything, they had, you know, it was the way I understood it, and that got me asking questions. The way I understood it was like they coming over to the UK was like a stepping stone. So it was from like their second, it was from their first year, first semester. They started planning their escape routes. Then they were going to Canada. So by the time they were doing graduation, all of them, most of them were already in Canada. They didn't even bother come. And I thought, hold on, because I remembered I got the European Union scholarship fund, the social fund. I got it because I went to India. If you know the kind of paperwork I had to sign to get this scholarship, to get the fund, and then for me to come back, I had to. You couldn't walk away. So I thought, these guys, how much is the entire money that they gave me? I think it was about 2,000 plus that they gave me. And I was thinking, these guys, they are giving you, and their money is in 50 pounds notes. It's not even in 20 pounds. They were bringing it in bundle. And they were so naive, they didn't even understand that 50 pounds is not something you spend. They didn't understand it. They were so naive.
You see, as you said there is no orientation. I remember when before I went to France, they sent us video on live in France, and then we even went to the French embassy in Abuja. Some that want to go to Lagos, they go to Lagos, and we had session. Explain to us live in France what you need to do, how you need to do. I remember they even told us that, look, that first and foremost, you should make sure that you get your accommodation before you leave Nigeria, so that the day you arrive, you won't have to. A lot of things they do. The same thing when I got the Commonwealth scholarship. The same thing. In fact, I still have it's CD. I still have the CD. A few days ago, I saw it. The CD that they asked us to watch. Those days it was CD. So they asked you to watch the video and everything. We watched it and everything. And then at a later date, we went to the British High Commission. And, people came. In fact, they even invited scholars that finished, that have come back to Nigeria. They've already returned to Nigeria, and they came and they told us their experience. So we were fully aware of what was going on. So what I'm trying to say, that even if they give us cash, we won't be going around with the cash like that, because we are told like that. I remember they told us, look, in UK they don't spend cash. This and that. You have to get your card and everything. Look, I opened my bank account next day I arrived this country.
These ones were carrying bundle. They were going to Tesco, £50 bundle. I said in Scotland, because I live in Scotland. I said in Scotland, the banks literally were putting notice. That was how bad it was. And the schools, like the schools, because they could not understand, because it's not natural. I mean, don't let us lie. We don't have money compared to the Saudi Arabians, the Jewish, the Arabs. We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
But they don't walk around with money. So I could not understand. I said they were going to their landlord with bales of money.
How can you do that?
But they didn't know, because I remember one of them, one of them wanted to buy, what was it he wanted to buy? Okay, we went to PC World. He wanted to buy laptop. So me, the stupid me in UK, I thought he would bring a card. Only for him to that day, you need to come and see the way they were looking at us. Basically as if maybe we carry cocoa. Because now they were looking at us and saying, let's imbo.
Exactly.
Even me, I was shocked because I didn't see it coming. The guy brought, I didn't, I'm not, because in the UK it's not natural, it's not normal that you will see £50 notes. They had the note in bail. Like, and it was brand new, like proper brand new £50.
Brand new.
That was how the guy brought it out. And it was he thought it was in Nigeria. He was counting it out. Hey, that day you need to see us. And you know how I knew we drew attention? Security started coming close to us.
Can you imagine?
Because it was strange.
Of course, it's so strange. Maybe all the people there, they have never seen a bundle of 50.
Even me, that I was standing next to the person that I took to the shop, I have never seen bundle of £50 notes. I'd work in Northern Rock, I'd work in RBS. Nobody carries money like that.
No, it's no, the system. I mean, everything they design back their home, they design it deliberately to fail.
And it's a brain drain for me, where they finish school. Like, it was normal for them to finish and not go back home.
Yeah.
And it was quite strange.
Which is wrong. I mean, how can you say, once they sign this agreement, they may not be able to fit into the society. Then why give them scholarship to come down here? Why not tackle the problem at home first?
Another thing that I also noticed was they were very entitled. They didn't understand. They were very, they were going to like the high-end student accommodation was what they were renting. Some of them were even renting like luxury apartments. They were living in it as individual, not even shared. They were not even sharing.
Don't hear what the last caller said the same thing, that they feel entitled. They always feel entitled because this is our resources. This money is from our resources. From the petrol, we are the one that have that, so it's our money.
But Shebi, that one is amnesty, Abi. What about the third fund and the Preside? These ones were very. Honestly, it was like I was watching movie. You see, if I was not part of what they were doing.
But you know what? To be fair, the third fund, they are better. They are because they are matured, and most of them, as the last caller said, they come from academia, so they are more.
No, but those ones, they were carrying the money life and direct too. They were carrying cash around.
But we see those that came under PTDF and NDDC. Those who are wide.
No, even the third fund, most of them were carrying physical cash. Because it was strange. And you know how we knew that one of them carried cash? So I think they wanted to pay his school fees. And you know how you have to go to the account department to go and pay. So they were your fees. That was how the guy opened his rucksack. That day, come and see movie.
But you see all these things. Is it not the Nigerian government that's supposed to pay directly to the university?
No, they had the guy had the physical cash.
That's what I'm saying. The system is designed to be fraudulent. Because if let's even say, okay, you want to give them physical cash for their cost of living. I mean, the tuition fee is supposed to pay directly to the university from Nigeria, by Nigerian government, by whoever, either PTA or TED from this and that. But they don't do it. They don't do it.
It's just like them giving us our students loan, physical cash. Exactly. Nobody will go to school.
Exactly. No, but it's true now. Calculate everything for 3 years and give it to you. No. You just spend it anyhow. Now you spend it. You won't be that prudent enough to be spending it.
I said the guy opened his what?
Supposed to spend every
month.
The
guy opened his rucksack and brought out money. In short, it was so funny.
Nah. I think I lived in this country for more than 2 decades. I think I've seen maybe I held 50 pounds note maybe once or twice, and it's just one at a time.
You are even lucky. Me, I've never held 50-pound notes before.
I think I was going to where was I going? So I think they paid the money through Thomas Cook. So they asked me when I got to the airport. So when I was going, they said when I get to the airport, I should collect it at Thomas Cook. So I collected it. But do you know, because it was so special?
They will bring out pen.
I came back. They put it inside one envelope. You would think there is one they put inside one special envelope, but it was looking very crispy.
Me, I've never heard 50.
Just one note.
I have never seen. No, I have seen, but I've never had to own it personally. And that was when I was in the bank.
Once.
That was when I was in the bank. And the first time that I saw it, they put it through that blue light. Come and see the way they were looking at it, and I was like, what is the? That was when I knew that the money is orangey in color. It's orangey pink in color. Because me too, when I saw it, I was like, what is this? Because it's not natural that you would, most cash machine will not even dispense it. Let's even start from there.
No.
So it was strange when then they now said it's 50-pound note. Come and that day I was feeling like a superstar that I saw 50-pound notes.
But come to think of it, even now, if you lose 50 pounds, it will pain you now.
Abi. So I could not understand. So when these students came and they were holding, to them they didn't understand. They were and they did not realize that's our biggest domination. They didn't understand it.
Yeah. Because they didn't work for the money. We that are working for the money, we know the value. Huh?
Yeah. She don't fire no bag. In short, one of them carry bondu. He carry bondu out. I say, hey, bondu. Okay. And the next thing, police, they just whispered, police are coming.
I hope they didn't arrest you guys.
No, they didn't arrest, but it was strange.
It is really strange. Really strange. Really strange. No. But it's unfortunate, honestly.
I mean, look at it. Because when I saw the story of this Ghanaian student, I said, this is basically what happened with Nigerian students in the early 2000s, where they were, why can you come to a country and you're not working? Even if they give you scholarship, why can't you work? What is stopping you from working?
Exactly. I mean, with the Commonwealth scholarship is one of the highest scholarships, but we are still doing our jobs there at that time. We're still doing our jobs.
I mean, I wash bus with my student loan.
Yes, now.
Yeah, they must work. Yes, when you are asking that, must they? Yes, they must work. Because how do you demonstrate your ability of responsibility?
And how do you even integrate?
Yes, you must work. You must integrate. How can you come and study as a student and Chinese students work? Yes, Chinese students, I can tell you that confidently, they work. They might not do the odd job we are doing. They work. They work in Chinese shops. They do private tutoring.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. You see them, all this pedicure and manicuring, all
they work. They work when I can tell you that confidently they work.
Yeah. In fact, some of them, do you know what? Some of them deliberately they don't want to work with their fellow Chinese. They don't want to work in shops. They want to work with British so that they will know more about the system.
And they even go and work in call center. You will see them in call centers because I remember most of them work in Ipsos Mori. They work in Ipsos Morris. I know a lot of them because when I was in Edinburgh Uni, the notion I had was they didn't work because you know their government pays the school directly, and there's a way they disburse the money to them. So I used to assume they were not working until we found out that they do translation. They work as translators. You know those kind of job that we will not be looking to do is what they do.
Yeah, and some of them even do cleaning, care work. You know why? They want to improve their English.
They even own businesses. They own restaurants. They work in restaurants.
Anywhere that we expose them to speak English, that's where they always target. They do it.
It's a misconception that people think that Chinese students don't work. It's a pure misconception.
They do a lot.
We don't even work as much as they do.
Yeah. They do a lot. They do a lot. And if you see them, they travel, they will go to Northern Ireland, they go everywhere. Why? They want to see how things is working in this country so that when they go back, they will implement all the system.
Yeah. But they even work as nannies. They work as living nannies, as hotel. They do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. But we will come here, we will not integrate into the society. Nothing. We just at the end of the day, you see some of us 30 years we are here, but still
I'm telling you, because there is a lot of misconception that Chinese students don't work, Jewish students don't work. Trust me, they do. Even Asian students.
They do.
Do you know that the Asian community, they design their system in such a way that the students among them, apart from doing odd job, they also help them with their bookkeeping. They help with all of these things. They do it in a way to integrate, and that's why career services is built around them at schools.
Yeah. You are right. Yeah. All these corner shops owned by Indians, the people that do the bookkeeping for them, they are students.
And that's why you are wondering, by the time they graduate, why you are still struggling with care job. They already have they've built their CV while they were in school.
Yeah. So I mean, just tell me. I mean, you come here, you graduate, you haven't done any work. So what are you going to put in your CV?
And they don't integrate. That's the problem with African students. African students don't integrate. Instead, they go to churches. They will go and sit down within their community, and that's where the problem is. Because by the time they now start looking for job, they've not even volunteered. So there is nothing to show a transferable skills.
Yeah.
And that's why African students, it was so easy for you to come as African student and change to CO. How can you come and do masters and you change to COS visa? How?
No.
But you know when you are saying things like this, people don't understand.
Yeah.
Why do you think the UK government is going bonkers? How can you come and do masters and you change to COS visa? How? I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, then let me allow another person to call.
Oh, thanks so much, sir.
Yeah. Take care.
Take care. Bye. It's honestly, we need to start reorientating ourselves as Africans. Like all these international students, there's nothing stopping you. Hey, Peter Effect, how are you? There's nothing stopping you. Even if you're on scholarship, you need to work. Look at this Ghanaian student now, they are stranded. They're now writing to parliament. You are writing to UK government to come and do what for you? In the same UK, where their own home students are working. You can't collect student loan and not work. Nobody lives on student loan because student loan is not free money. People work. You need to learn. You can't come to a country and not integrate. That's how you integrate. And where do we start from? Because that's why I had to draw back on the precedent that when they came here, work, they no gree work. They will just, I want to be able to concentrate on our studies. Who does not want to concentrate? You think the home student don't want to concentrate? By working, you even you are able to even transfer skills. And again, another thing that our people do, in the name of, when we come here, we'll go and sit down with care job and training job. Okay, fine. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But also, get involved in volunteering. You can volunteer within your career role. There's a lot of things that we need to reorientate ourselves from. Because reading through this Ghanaian student, I'm just like, I read the story and I'm like, this is basically what was happening with Nigerian students when they came then. And I can tell you for free, the UK government will not have mercy. Universities need their money, not even now that their eyes, when we say their eye, they red. Universities will not budge. They need their money. Your African government is the one who you have business with. University does not hear sorry. Even home students, when you are owing, I did masters. I'm still paying money. I still have payment plan for my masters. There's no free money anywhere. Nobody gives free money. Even home students, you don't go and do please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry does not give you. I'm sorry does not give you. It doesn't give you education. Learn to work. How can you come to a country you don't integrate? You sit there in your room, you are buying the latest clothing. The home student that you came to come and meet, how many of them are buying latest clothing? And the African leadership as well. We need to be very accountable. You send these guys here, or men and women, wherever they are, to come and do on scholarship. What are the terms and conditions of this scholarship? What's the payment plan around it? And for the students who are stranded, their accommodations are running into thousands of pounds. What kind of student accommodation did you get? Why couldn't you get like a basic accommodation that at least the 20 hours you're allowed to work, your wages can cover your accommodation? If you're a student, if you're an international student, and your bill of your accommodation is running into thousands, then there's something all right. Because even a UK student will not run bill like that. We need to normalize accountability. We just need to normalize it. Can you come to a country, you are now coming, they have not paid your school fee. Okay, let's even agree that government have not paid. You that you are coming to come and study abroad, so you just sit down, you cross your leg, you are waiting for free money to be turning up. What's wrong with you working? And we keep doing the same old thing. It's the same old thing that we are doing. The Gambian students too, that was the same problem they had. Nigerian students, the same. Nice Ghanaian students. Hey, Omoli pumping now with you. The same old thing that we are having. You're not crying, the Kiestama should look into your case as how? Did you contact Kiestama when you were coming to the UK? Look at even some of the universities you guys are going to have, they're not so expensive. Look at it now. Some of them, look at the university. The affected students are at institutions spread across Britain, including University College London, Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen, and University of Nottingham, Bradford, Warwick, Lincoln, and Liverpool. So you mean you could not get job in any of these areas? You couldn't work in any of these places? Yes, Zimbabwe student, yeah. How can you be in all these cities you can't work? So you were crossing your leg. Look at it. When non-payment of school fee, you now want to come and do olopa abeg, sir. Look at it. Ghanaian authorities said that after President John Mahama's new administration was sworn in the last January, he found inherited debt to be about 110 institutions in the UK, worth estimation of 32 million. So the government of Ghana is owing UK universities estimate of 32 million pounds in tuition fee. And you are begging UK government. Abi, where una dey? Una be learner? Where are you? Did you not hear that UK is looking for money? Are you a learner? Hey. Are you a learner? Na question no. Are you a learner? Your government is owing about 32 million to university. Where una dey since morning? Look at it. University, see, university, you know say UK university their head dey gbale. They said that about 30 of the Ghanaian PhD students said their scholarship secretary had failed to pay their tuition fee since 2024, with some barred from officially graduating. You can't graduate. Graduate is wetin happen when you have not paid your school fee. They are not able to submitting work or accessing their university's facility. How can you access when you? I did not hear how much they say your government is owing UK universities. 32 million pounds loan. Hey. Go access your university account when we see. Others have missed support payment for more than 3 years. You see, so for 3 years you were not being paid, and you cross your leg, you sat down there. You are looking like Lucozade. You could not walk. You could not walk. Can you just imagine the ready and rather? Your money is running into millions. Look at it. Prince Komla Basha, the president of the group of students, said some have already been deported by Home Office. No, they will not deport you. They will be looking at you. Home Office will be looking at you and be smiling. Deported by Home Office after their university withdrew their registration for non-payment, while others have been evicted from their accommodation or forced to borrow money to survive. Can you imagine? You borrow money to survive. Why can't you work? What is stopping you from working? It's a question. Basa said, for most of these students, I don't know how they survive. Some of them may be working part-time, but it's very hard to do that while studying for PhD. Wonderful. Really? It's very hard to work while studying PhD. So you didn't do your homework. You didn't do your visibility study before traveling abroad. You be like say na Africa una think say una dey. Look at it. He said, from what I can gather, our meeting with students, a lot of them are in debt and getting loan from back home. Hear their petition. The petition sent to Downing Street says the funding crisis is so severe that some colleagues are now facing court cases over unpaid rent to survive. Some have had to depend on food bank before uncle, because they have no money to feed themselves. Wonderful, miraculous. You guys are owing your government. Your Ghanaian government is owing. Peter, you said PhD self na work. So when they were coming to come and study abroad, they didn't know. Were they coming to come and stay for free in abroad? Why didn't they have plan B? What if there's problem with their scholarship? Why didn't they have plan B? What stops them from working? The UK students are working. They have 3 years, Abi. So their government is not even now. They see this thing is happening now that UK is looking for their money in every nook and corner. Can you just imagine? UK is looking for their money. The university is owing the Ghanaian government is owing UK institution is owing about 110 UK institution a debt estimate of 32 million. Debt 110 institution, that's 110 universities. In total, Ghanaian government is owing them 32 million pounds. And you're wondering, UK is looking for their money. Right now, there is no mercy. Mercy is not mercy in anybody. UK is looking for, even with their home students, they are looking for their money. Even with their home students, they are looking for their money. They got this salary increase. We got salary increase when? If you see, they don't increase my students' loan repayment. They don't increase them. If they find their money, no data, no peace. UK is looking for their money in every corner that money is missing. Shitu, please leave the people that are arguing story that is not missing. UK is looking for their money. UK does not know, please. They are looking for their money. So you are refusing to work. You came, you sat down, you cross leg. You came, you cross leg. So the home students that are working, who are they? I think you don't even understand. Around Kongaza UK, around Kongaza UK gidigan. Around is Kongaza UK gidigan. They are looking for everywhere their money is hiding. They are looking for it. You owe 32 million long. 32 million to about 110 universities. And you are not saying they lock you guys out. They did not allow you to graduate. They did not allow you to submit assignment. Go and submit assignment. Make we see you. Even home students together, they lock home students out. Are you a learner? You guys are learner. You be like saying be learner. You guys are learner. Home students again when they do masters. You know pay your tuition fee when you supposed to pay. They go lock you out. So you are writing to Kiestama to come and do what? Kiestama of say the guy grey hair don plenty for a head. Of all the wahala wey UK dey give am, make una come add una own from Ghana come meet am. Abeg leave Kiestama for us o. You say Kiestama that want to enter inside pub that they pursue him out. You don't know the kind of wahala wey the guy. Can't you see that when the guy became prime minister, he used to smile. The first 2 weeks he was smiling. Now to smile itself na problem for am. Can you not see that our prime minister, the wahala of United Kingdom, the robbery of United Kingdom, the guy don't thin. You say the guy don't lose weight. Please, you guys, please don't disturb our prime minister. Can you not see the guy don't lose weight? When we say na Monjaro, now the guy they take. UK problem, Gana Monjaro on his own. You dey laugh. Abi you don't see her. You don't see say the guy neck long. When the guy became prime minister, he get black hair plenty for his hair. Look her. Go and look at the guy. You cannot rule UK and be normal. You know see Boris Johnson, if the guy not do bungee job, he go dey ride bicycle. No be small something. I see in video which day the guy they do trend dancing. He go dance. You can't rule UK and be normal. You know see even our king gan no normal. Iya Shali gan no normal. UK, United Kingdom. Make chemical bad knock come outside come tell you wetin they use the IDC. You are writing to prime minister to come and do what? On top of all the wahala wey the man get for United Kingdom, make e come add Ghana problem on top. Rishi Sunaki, you know say the guy enter voicemail, the guy no dey gree talk anything about UK. You are now writing. You are writing to prime minister to come and do wetin. You are writing to prime minister. Hey. You are right. I'm just trying to imagine. Say KM Starmer go dey read. He go dey read this petition. Go say, okay, and what am I supposed to do about this with all the rubber that is going on in UK? How does this affect the price of milk in the country? Can't you see that people are, please don't stress our prime minister. Don't stress the guy. Don't stress our prime minister. Group House Keir Starmer to help to persuade Ghanaian government to pay backlog of tuition fee and living allowance. So on top all the thing, abeg, look, let me tell you, Ghanaian students, we did not employ Keir Starmer to be pursuing government. In short, the first step una say that you guys are owing UK government 32 million. Keir Starmer, we are going to collect our money. Go and collect our money anywhere where our money lost. Go and collect. No wonder, imagine una dey owe 32 million. No wonder university dey lay off staff. Ajibola Akintola, you said the maximum hour to work is 20 hours. Amount to circle 800. This can hardly pay house rent and still eat. Then not sure school fee can be paid significantly. Looking at annual PhD school fees in UK. That is why before you leave your country, you would have done your orientation. You see all this analysis that you are doing, Akintola, it is not moving the mountain. You don't just, so okay, when they were coming to come and school in the UK, did they not think of plan B? What if the scholarship was not paid? So they came to come and study in the UK, and 20 hours is what students do. During school holiday, you can do more than 20 hours. So they were here for 3 solid years. They did not see work to work. Please don't let us be controlling what is not right. What is stopping them from working? Home students work. So what is stopping them from working? These are the things that we have been doing. We condone reading and rather. Is it not the same money that home students are making? Is it not the same 20 hours that we are working? 3 solid years. They are not saying they are taking them to court for debt of payment of rent. What kind of house are they renting? Can't they flat share? Why are they renting in expensive areas? So the students that are studying and working, who are they? That shows that they are extravagant. That shows that they are extravagant. So if they did not get, so you got scholarship, you got free money. The free money you get, you are not able to plan yourself. And this is what I say about migrating smart. A lot of I remember the time of Preside and this third fund and whatever. You come and see them going to Russell Group University. Some of them came to Edinburgh Uni to come and be studying nursing instead of going to Queen Margaret. Edinburgh Uni, I think at that time they were paying about 20-something thousand pounds. Meanwhile, Queen Margaret, to do nursing in Queen Margaret was 7 grand. You cut your coat according to your size. You do your own work. You do your own work. When you do your own work well, that's the whole point of doing your research. There's some university, a university that is a Russell Group University. Their school fee is not going to be a cheap school fee. Look at them. Some of them went to, what's the name of this college that they went to? Imagine, University College London. How much were you thinking you will pay a school fee there? University College London, long. How much do you think you were going to be paying as school fees? I remember that time. Some of them were in LSC. Some of them were going to Oxford, Cambridge, Edinburgh University. What's the name? Glasgow. They were going to Russell Group universities. Some of the courses that they were studying in those universities, they could have done it in a cheaper university, much more cheaper. I remember some of them came. They came all the way. I think about 2 or 3 of them came and did nursing in Edinburgh Uni. And I'm like, you came to come and do nursing in Edinburgh. I think as at the time, it was £23,000. I was like, nursing in Edinburgh Uni. When you have Queen Margaret, you will go and do nursing in Queen Margaret. Then I think it was between £5,000 to £7,000. Exactly, Peter. You carry yourself go University College in London. Or what were you thinking you will pay? £1 be £2. Is it £1 or £2 you think you are going to pay there? That's why when you don't migrate smart, you catch yourself in rigmarole. When you don't migrate smart. And unfortunately in this country, nobody does uncle give me money, auntie give me money. Nobody send you. Nobody send you. There are a lot of cheap universities here in the UK. And it's just because the system is not the system was not designed in a progressive way. Because ideally, the person that is guiding that is in charge of education in the embassy should be the one negotiating with universities here to look at the university. Okay, this is what they want to come and study. You know, those kids, you have a point of contact. You don't have point of contact? I remember them in Edinburgh. Come and see them. They will go and stay in Morningside. Some of them were staying in Stockbridge. And when let me, you be hearing me. I cannot stay in a confined environment. I cannot stay in a confined. I need to stay in a specific area. They were staying in city center. When you stay in city center, what are you expecting to pay? £10 per room. You are living in city center. You want to pay £10 per room. Are you a learner? Anyway, now so e be o. You come and see there. I say you come and I remember that time. Come and hear the way they were mentioning fine dining restaurants. Our gota get home students that is citizen. Jimmy Oliver restaurant and Gordon Ramsay restaurant. We dey look am from distance. I remember I used to have a classmate that work in Jimmy Oliver's restaurant. So we'll go there. When we have collected our when we don't collect student loan. I think there was once like that we collected student loan. We went and she had discount because she's a worker there. That was how we sat down. We bought steak. If you see when you hear sharing formula, we share snake. Awake. Even when we're spending our money we're thinking twice about it. Nobody sabi find deal reach UK home students. We sabi all the deal. We go sabi where deal dey. Even as I be civil servant reach, my blue light card, anything wey I wan do, if my blue light card no dey work for there, I go think am twice. You go see me, even if I wan buy something online, I go look, my blue light card applicable? Is there discount? I dey find discount. Ologbeni, you go find discount. Even for flight, I dey find discount for flight. Anything wey I wan do, I dey find. My blue light card, first and foremost, I go look am first. Is still working, is still not working? Do I get discount with my blue light card? Hey, Ologbeni. I remember the time of uni. I think there used to be, I can't remember the name of that uni discount. Nobody use and reach me. Nobody use, is it Unite, Unilight, I mean, what's the name of that student we used to get a student discount whatever then. Will they find deal? You when you enter shop, shame no dey. When you enter shop, does this thing work? I will ask question. And Primark, when they are doing sales, that's when you go see us. No, we will come but with Primark witty. Of which Primark sef na luxury. You go enter charity shop. You no understand. You go enter correct charity shop. You go enter charity shop, go do correct shopping. And then you will be looking for where they are doing thrift. Sunday market. You go and look for thrift in Sunday market. Come and sit down. You are when I come dey do we don't have money. We don't have this. Rake. Do you know I still have rake card till today? Student rake card, student bus pass, uni days. Thank you, Jare. Thank you, J.A. Uni days. We have bus pass, student bus pass. You want to enter gym? You quick. You don't carry your student card. Come out. Student card. This is my student card. You will get discount for gym. There are even some supermarkets. If you want to enter, if you want some stores, if you want to buy something, they have student discount. You can't find those shops we get student discount. Meanwhile, you guys you came on scholarship. When I go to spend money low. You enter Apple loan. Ìkọjá yìí lórun kẹ̀kẹ́. You go dey find Apple loan. The 3 mobile I have till today. Na student deal now take get that 3 mobile wey I get. In those days, the days of what's the name of this it used to be Vodafone. When Vodafone used to give they used to give free SIM card in those days. They used to give, when they give free SIM card, then I think later O2 you collect a free SIM card from O2, then you get 20 minutes call. You get is it 20 minutes? I mean a 10 minutes call. I can't even remember. You get 10 or 20 minutes call to call Africa. Everybody you call 3 mobile that I used till tomorrow. Now because of wetin be the name? Now because 3 mobile do friends and family. All of us can't get 3 mobile. Because when you have friends and family, it's free call to free call. You can't go buy expensive phone. You can't go find wetin no loss. I want you be spending money loud. You now wake up, you are now saying they did not give you money. They block you out. No, they won't block you out. They'll be looking at you to be using their system. International students, learn to work. Get a job. Keir Starmer that people have written to, Keir Starmer cannot do anything for you. The problem that Keir Starmer is facing in United Kingdom, he plenty pass in power. The guy, you know, not say the guy don't slim. Go and look at Keir Starmer before and after. I'm even myself, I am pitying him. The one where they Scotland, John Sweeney, that one still they shake it. Now next year we dey wait am. Next year, the guy don't begin to speak English where we dey understand small now. Which is an ordinary guy. Wait for Scotland, we don't change the three leader now we don't change in the space of how many years. I see Nicola Sturgeon. See the way she dey your tummy. She don't dey use style dey get flesh for head. You know easy. So please, international students, learn to get a job. Don't stop being entitled. Get a job. Whether you get scholarship or not, go and get a job. That's how you integrate. Get a job. And stop waiting. Stop waiting on freebie. You are collecting food bank. That even shows something is not right with you. How many of your home students are collecting food bank? The guy dey speak grammar. No, you know say na next year. We dey wait for an next year. The guy dey promise wetin he no sabi. He just dey speak grammar. All those grammar that he's speaking, we don't get in time yet. From January, go begin the shalaye himself. All those one that he's speaking, we're just looking at him. Anyway, so our Ghanaian brothers, Charlie, we just dey advise you now, make una borrow una self brain. Okay? Charlie, go and get job. Go and get job. The prime minister that you wrote to is not going to do anything for you. It's just like all those COS people wey carry themselves go parliament, they say that they do unison, wey carry themselves go parliament, go dey sing solidarity forever. For where? Solidarity in where? In from where to where? Una go to parliament, go dey sing. Wetin concern parliament concern wetin una dey do? Concern una visa. E be like say una be learner. Una go dey sing solidarity forever. And unison, I don't know who deceive you that unison can help you. Home office don talk wetin they wan do. Home office, they don talk wetin they wan do. Home office don decide. Home office has no business with parliament. They don decide wetin they wan do. They don talk wetin they wan do. Home office don talk wetin they wan do. E get one thing there wey dey kori mole. E get one thing wey dey kori mole. Hey, you see, we came here with 5-year visa. You promised us 5-year visa. Now we are here and you are changing the goalpost. The person texting, do you want to call with regards the program we are doing? Just let me know. Now, the auntie come dey speak Oloyibo. Hey, you know, you came here, we came here, we sold all our property, we sold our houses, we are here, you promised us 5 years. Who promised you? When did they promise you 5 years? When did they promise you 5 years? Who? In what part of your visa? In what part of your visa application did Home Office promise you 5 years? All right, I'll call you later. I'll call you maybe tomorrow, please. The person texting me, I'll call you maybe tomorrow. We say, they promised you, that's why you sold your house. Now they are changing the goalposts, and now they are not saying that we have to wait for 15 years. Are you a learner? You see where carry una, no say una carry una self go parliament. You know say unison they carry phone, they record una. Because that's how stupid you guys are. Because you don't understand the difference between the what's it called? You don't understand the difference between policies. What has Home Office got to do with parliamentary story? So anyway, na Congo they see solidarity. Solidarity as what? When you left Nigeria, they carry rope tie una neck come UK. They did their visa. They say it's there's 3 years route, there's 5-year route. And there's no way in that visa. There is no way in the Home Office website that it was stipulated that after 5 years you will automatically get a right to stay. Everything is subject to change. I see them. I see the videos. They are popping up. They call this solidarity forever. They carry unison flag. I just look there and say, hey, unison wey be say to negotiate ordinary civil service money salary increase, they never negotiate and finish. Of all the wahala wey dey UK, you know say junior doctors dey strike. Where una dey? Una no dey UK. Una no dey watch news. With all the rubber wey dey happen for UK, you think say na case na government. Na if una get any wahala, carry una sef go Home Office. In the UK, everybody knows that immigration law, there is no permanent immigration law. They change it, they swap and reform it as much as they like, and that applies to everything. In a country that work, reformation of policies is inevitable. Although solidarity forever, you better go and upgrade your skill. Anyway, it was nice doing business. Thank you everybody for calling, and it was nice doing business with everybody. If you are looking to migrate from Africa, make sure you borrow yourself brain. Don't just migrate because everybody is migrating. Do your homework. Like I always say, you go and watch things I've done on migration, shows I've done on I always say it, migrate smart, so that you will not come and be writing letter. You go and be writing petition to prime minister. Petition will be say they no go read. You go and be writing it. Even just reading the article of this Ghanaian student on Guardian is irritating, because you can see where they have not borrowed themselves common sense. You should write to your government. When you were coming to UK, did your government write to UK? Anyway, it is time to go to bed. Thank you everyone to all those that called in to contribute. Thanks a million. And everyone that has been watching, thank you. To my new subscribers, thanks a million. And have a wonderful night. I'll see you all tomorrow at some point. Bye.